This should be an adventure of an evening. Hi guys. So today is Joel's first day of working the night shift. So that means that I won't see him until I get up for work in the morning, at which point he will have just gotten home or he maybe will have a couple hours of sleep. It kind of depends on when he gets done. I'm getting all kinds of stuff for my winter program at school. So I have like a car full of stuff. Don't judge me. I'm making fake tattoo sleeves for a couple of my students for our winter program. It's a long story, but it's gonna be great. Is this real life? What are you doing? Do you want to get out of the car so bad? I better let him out of the car, but I'll check in with you guys later and let you know how my night all alone is going. Yeah. I just got inside and I went to make a fire, and look, Joel already stacked up the wood for me. There's wood waiting over here. What a nice guy. You guys, he is the absolute most adorable human alive. He made me a tutorial video on how to do this when I'm at home by myself. Alright, so here's the plan. We have a Pringles can, tights, like a bunch of Sharpies, one down, some ideas for what the tattoos can be. I have to figure out how to draw in the next couple of minutes here. I'm not very good at it. I'm gonna do a couple practice rounds. I have no idea how the Sharpies are gonna work on the tights. This camera is driving me crazy because it keeps like going out of focus and I don't know how to fix it. And I bought a new memory card for our big camera today and it still said card error, and so I think I fixed this. It was trying to like auto-correct my face or something. Camera, you're too smart. Stop it. You're not helpful. So I'm gonna take you along on this ride with me. We'll see what happens. This is gonna be impossible. It doesn't want to draw on the tights. The Sharpie's like too rough. Shoot. I don't have a backup plan. I have to make it work. Shoot. And I looked for temporary Christmas tattoos and I couldn't find any. I don't know what to do. I need these by Tuesday. I'm gonna have to just draw my kids with Sharpies. Sorry kids, we don't have class today. I have to draw on these 3 students with marker for the next 3 hours. We're running a real tattoo parlor here. Oh, I'll just make these tattoo sleeves, no big deal. Like a Christmas light. You wanted it a certain way, you should have done it yourself. I do not have enough patience to be an artist. Not that I'm saying this is art, but oh my gosh. Joel could sit here for hours and like doodle and draw and do stuff. Not for me. This is not my thing. I am thoroughly not enjoying myself right now. Well, they look more like prison tats. But whatever. Now, I have to do 6 sleeves technically because I have 3 children with 2 arms. I've completed 1 and it is now my bedtime. Good morning. I'm sorry I didn't end the vlog yesterday. I got really sucked into making those tattoo sleeves and then it was like way past my bedtime, so I had to just go to bed. I'm on my way to work. I won't be looking directly at you guys because I'm driving. But other than that, this is not distracting at all. It's just like I'm talking to myself all the way to work. So I was being very quiet in there because Joel just got home from work literally like, I don't know, what time is it? An hour and a half ago. Apparently his shift was not supposed to be that long, but something that they were doing just ran over, so he worked like a 14.5-hour shift or something. Oh, I almost left in my slippers this morning, so that's pretty neat. My first night alone, it went all right. Nothing crazy. I kept the fire going, which is normally the thing that I struggle with the most with the fire, is keeping it going. Just because I forget. I get like sucked into whatever I'm doing. I forget to put more wood in there, and then you have to like start all over, and it's a whole thing. But I kept it going. I stoked it up pretty well before I went to sleep. It was not still going when Joel came home. But I was expecting him to come home about 3 hours before he did. The biggest things that I noticed were that I noticed every single noise in the house, and then I woke up around like 4:30 because I had to use the restroom. He wasn't home yet, and he was supposed to be home. He was supposed to be done working around 2 or 3, he thought. So I got a little freaked out because, you know, he's driving a truck like overnight. So, you know, I didn't know if something happened or whatever. So I called him, and that kind of pulled me out of my sleep a little bit. But I was able to go back to sleep, and they just ended up running over, so everything was fine. But anyway, so yeah, I was a little more on edge than I thought I would be. I'm not used to being in that big, creepy house by myself, especially at night. So it's going to take some getting used to, but it's going to be fine. I'm an adult. I can handle it. I am about halfway to work, and I'm going to eat my breakfast and drink some of my coffee, and I will check in with you guys later. Hi guys, so I just got home from work. It is my second solo day, and power's out. Now, while the sun is out, that's not really that big of a deal because we don't have like a heater or anything, but football's on tonight, and I'm kind of bummed that I'm not going to be able to watch the game. I don't know why the power's not on. this happens a lot where we live, but usually it happens when it's raining or something. It hasn't been raining at all, so I don't know what's going on. Hopefully the power comes back on soon because I would really like to watch the game tonight, and I have literally like so much to do. Yeah. This should be an adventure of an evening. Power's still out. It's pretty dark in my house. Not that much time has gone by since I got home, but my house has very little natural light, so without the lights on, it's very dark. What I decided to do was just come out to our trailer because the lights still work, which I didn't think about earlier, and it has heater in it. I can pretty much live out here if necessary. The battery doesn't last forever. We do have it plugged into the house, but if the power's out, obviously there's no power. So we did get this trailer so that we could, you know, live in it if we were doing work on the house or whatever. So we have stayed in it for extended periods of time. It is possible. I don't have the slide all the way out, and the bed's not made. We just have our camping bags sitting out, but it's pretty nice. It's small. It's not big. But we had a small car to pull it, but it has like a, you know, it has a full fridge and a freezer and microwave and an oven and a sink, a double sink and a heater, which Copper loves. He just sits right in front of it. He does not move until it goes off. So anyway, that's the trailer. And I'm gonna hang out here and see how much work I can get done. And hopefully the power will come back on soon. The power is back on! I act like I'm celebrating, but I'm actually gonna stay out in the trailer because it's really warm in here. Copper is really enjoying himself. And I'm actually being very productive. I'm getting a lot done. So we're gonna hang out here and listen to the game instead of watching it because watching it is distracting. And hopefully I can get these tattoo sleeves done, I can get my video done, and you guys will see our first vlog tomorrow, hopefully. I mean, fingers crossed. I gotta get a few things done. And I don't really know what I'm doing, so it's gonna be interesting. Let's see what happens. I officially made it to Friday, just barely. We actually watched a movie today in class because we finished our novel and the kids were dying to watch the movie. So I made that happen today, and it was funny because it was so windy today and like not raining or anything, but like crazy winds today. And when I was home yesterday, the power was out here, but it wasn't raining or windy or anything yesterday. And today the weather was so terrible and the power was on, and we got to like the last, I want to say like 15 minutes of the movie, and you know, it's like all like the crazy action and everything, and I actually had to run to the restroom. Aid was with the kids, and so I go to the bathroom and the power goes out at school. Like at the most exciting part of the movie, and I felt so terrible. But luckily it came back on while the kids were at lunch. We finished watching it this afternoon, so it was a pretty good day at work today. December is so hard because the kids are so pumped for break. And ask a teacher. It is hard to be a teacher in December. You are so beat at the end of the day. I was so ready for Friday. But it's been an interesting couple of days being here without Joel, and I'm really excited because we're going to do a little mini road trip this weekend and go get some stuff that we need from Reading, which is like a few-hour drive. But I'm super excited. We're going to film a little road trip video and get a new camera. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. Hi. Say something to the camera. So we went hiking last weekend, and we actually have some really good footage from that. I might put some in and show you where we went. It was awesome. There were ticks, and we know because we checked the dog after we went hiking and we found a couple on him, so we made sure we got them all off and we checked ourselves and all of that. And then when we got back into, like, we were almost home, maybe like 10 minutes from the house, and the dog started freaking out. So we pulled over because we thought maybe he had to go to the bathroom or something, because we actually went to the grocery store before we came home, so he'd been in the car for a minute. And we couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. And then he started like limping, and like he like would not put any pressure on his left foot, like at all. He wouldn't put any pressure on it. And so we couldn't tell like if he had a thorn in his paw or whatever. I think I just called it a foot. Whatever, you know what I mean. So we get home, we get like the flashlight out, we're checking him super good, like trying to look in between his little paw pads, see if he was like cut or had a thorn or whatever. We couldn't figure it out, so we thought maybe he just like hurt himself jumping out of the car. He just started acting fine again the next day. And so we're like, he must have just like twisted it or landed weird or something, and he's fine now. So today, I got home from work, and I was talking to my sister. This is, like, I'm going to put a warning on here. This is about to get really gross, okay? If you don't like gross things, or you are squeamish at all, this is the point where you stop, okay? This is the end of the video for you. Here's what happened. Oh my God. The grossest thing I have ever seen. I do not get freaked out by bugs, okay? I am not freaked out by bugs. I am not scared of spiders. I do not care about like daddy long legs or anything like that. I don't love ants, and flies drive me crazy, but I'm not scared of them, okay? This, I have never, I mean, I don't even know what to say. I like don't even have words. Is that not the grossest thing you've ever seen in your entire life? It looked like he had an extra claw coming out of his paw, or like an extra toe. Like, holy moly. Disgusting. And I was on the phone with my sister, and I was like, oh my God, I have to go. I have to go right now. I have to go. I have to call Joel. I have to see what I'm supposed to do. I have no idea what to do. I can't touch this thing. I can't. I won't touch it. I can't do it. I will puke. I can't do it. I'm like having trouble even talking about it without feeling gross right now. So I called him, and he didn't answer right away. So I was like, shoot. Oh my God. But he did call me right back. Thank goodness. And I was like, I'm sending you a picture. You have to tell me what this is. Is that a tick sticking out of his foot? And so I sent the picture while I was on the phone with him, and he told me it was a tick. And I swear, you guys, I have never seen anything like this. A tick starts out like so small you can barely see it. And it was, I mean, it's this big. So, this isn't even the end of what's about to happen. Okay, so he says it's not going to hurt him for you to leave it on there until I get home. And I said, okay, I'm going to leave it. And so I have him go lay down. I'm like, you just chill out. Chill out until Joel gets home. He's only working till 1 o'clock tonight. You just go chill out. I mean, just as soon as I had calmed down from being like, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life, he comes over to me. And you'll see it in a lot of our videos. What he does, the dog, is because he's so short, he comes over and he puts like his front paws on your leg and he reaches up and he stretches. That's like his thing. Oh, I'm going to stretch. I'm going to be as tall as you. And he comes over and does that to me, and it was gone. Not there anymore. What do you mean? Oh my gosh. Just dead. I am dead. I don't know what to do with my life. I turned on every single light. I busted out my flashlight. I am searching my house for where this went. And we have gone nowhere. We were only in the living room. So that means it's on the floor or on my couch or in my fuzzy rug that looks like this. Like, are you kidding? Oh my God. Dead. I don't want a dog anymore. Sorry, Copper, but you're out. You're voted off the island. This is the grossest thing in my life. So I'm like searching everywhere. I'm looking through his bed. I'm looking through his blanket. I'm looking all over the couch. I'm like looking on the floor. I check my shoes. Like, did I step on it? And then I'm like, oh my God, is it still alive? Like, I thought that they, like, if it fell off, that means its head is not on it anymore or something. I don't know. I've never seen a tick do anything like this. And you might think that I'm an idiot, but this is not a thing that I've ever dealt with before. So I'm like, is it alive? I have no idea. What does this even mean? So I'm looking all around. I'm texting Joel like, oh my God, it's gone. Is it alive? Can it be on me? And then I find it. I don't know what's worse, not knowing where it is or finding it. I swear that when Joel leaves, the craziest stuff happens. He used to go out of town for work a lot for his old job, and it was like every time he would leave, something crazy would happen with the house. Like, I swear, it's whenever he's gone, like the crazy stuff happens. And maybe it just happens when he's here and he just takes care of it. I don't know. Because I've told you about our house. It's kind of whatever. But this has nothing to do with the house. This is like the dog. And he's had it for a week. It's Friday again. Like, we went hiking last weekend. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I find the thing and I tell Joel that I find it. And he's like, pick it up with a paper towel and throw it in the fire. I'm like, there's no way on this earth that I am touching that thing with any kind of protection. No. So here's what I did. And it's still sitting there. However, I did look over at it at one point, and the thing is moving inside of there. Like rolling around. Oh my gosh, this is like the worst dog thing that I've had to deal with. I can't, and it's not even on my poor dog anymore. I feel like I should be happy for him that it's not on him anymore, and I'm just like disgusted that this has happened. And that's all I can think about. It's just how gross it is. I feel so like... Anyway, so then I start thinking like about, is the dog okay? Is the head still in the dog? I don't know. It was like sticking out his little toe. I don't know. But Joel's going to have to take care of it when he comes home because this is not something that I'm willing to do. And yeah, I'm just not dealing with it. So the tick is sitting over there on the ground under a mason jar, rolling around like a disgusting roly-poly of terrible Lyme disease, and I'm not touching it. No. This is a man thing that I will not be dealing with. But it's been a very traumatic evening. So anyhow, I am tired. I am ready for bed. I am going to finish watching my show. And I can't wait to film our road trip this weekend and go get some stuff that we need and a new camera. So you guys don't have to look at me with this terrible camera anymore. So thank you so much again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it and my crazy story. If you like our videos, please subscribe. We would love to have you. And yeah, we'll see you later. Bye.